Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Madam Secretary, for being here. And let me just say how delighted I was to hear about your support for HBCUs. I am HBCU strong. I'm a proud graduate twice of North Carolina A&T State University in 1890.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
the largest public HBCU in the nation. But let me just move on. So I'm happy to hear what you said about that, and we'll look forward to your support. But the House Republicans' budget proposes shifting SNAP benefit and administrative costs to states. I served in the State House, North Carolina, for 20 years, so I know the challenges that they have. And so the CBO anticipate that these cuts could lead to states to cut all or some food assistance for 1.3 million Americans due to the cost shift. Is that right? Yes or no?
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Well,
You're
that's a
talking
yes
about
or no. That the shifting might cause states to cut all or some food assistance.
Currently under consideration. Well, the partnership and the idea of the states, we spend $400 million a day
what I
at
wanna-
USDA, and that partnership I think is really important, and that's what the leadership of this committee led.
Let me do this. I've got a series of questions, and they're pretty much yes or no. So, are you in support of these unfunded mandates?
I am in support of the most fiscally responsible effort to ensure that we're delivering the right amount of aid to the people who need it.
Okay, so let me just say that the CBO has confirmed that this is an unfunded mandate. And the states have confirmed it as well as our counties. And Mr. Chairman, I'd like to enter into the record a letter from the North Carolina Association of County Commissioners that speak to that issue. Madam Secretary.
Without objection.
Thank you. Madam Secretary, are you aware of reports from USDA that show that food insecurity has risen 3 years in a row? Yes or no?
Ma'am, we have $42 million on the SNAP program. At this point of employment and unemployment, the last time we had 17 million.
Okay.
So that program has exponentially
Can you
grown.
give me a yes or no? Okay, well, my time is, let me just move on then. Okay, so are you aware that recent USDA reports show that grocery prices are expected to increase by 3.3% this year?
Inflation has gone down for the first time since the last Trump administration was here, so that will
want a
directly
yes or
reflect
no,
on
but
groceries.
I don't suppose I'm going to get one. But anyway, listen, we should not be taking food assistance from families, revenue from our farmers and rural economies and at any time, but especially not as costs are so high and expected to rise further. SNAP is an effective economic stabilizer during downturns, with every dollar generating as high as a $1.80 economic impact during these downturns. So shifting costs to the states removes that economic stabilizing impact, because states will see their tax base decrease substantially at exactly the moment when more spending is most needed. So my next question, it is a yes or no if you can do that. Are you in favor of removing this economic benefit, especially for rural and small town cities and the farmers who benefit from the sale of their produce in these towns?
No one in America should go hungry, so of course I'm in support of programs that are effectively run that fill that gap.
All right, I'm not sure if you're saying yes or no, but anyway, let me just say this. States already, and I've heard so many people talk about the skin in the game, and states do have skin in the game already through the 50-50 administrative cost share and the current monetary penalty that they face for a too high payment error rate. In fact, Pennsylvania was sanctioned $40 million last year for having a high error rate. So let me ask one last question. So with fewer staff, what we have suggested, for example, that we know that there have been cuts, right? So with fewer staff and reduced resources, will the USDA be able to endure timely and effective support for state agencies as they handle complex policy changes, waivers, and investigations into instances of scheming, theft, and technical assistance requests?
To
Yes
this,
or
I
no?
can say yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So, giving ongoing unfunded and understaffing in states causing delays in SNAP application processing, is the USDA taking action to help states process applications more quickly? Can you say yes or no, ma'am?
I would need to look into that, but my assumption is yes, that we are doing everything we can to help move that quickly.
Okay, thank you very much. The
Ma'am.
USDA's 1890 scholars.
I'm sorry, ma'am, your
Am I
time
out of
expired.
time? Why
Yes,
why
ma'am.
is the clock still ticking here? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you,
It's-
Mr. Chair.
all right.
I yield back, and thank you, Madam Secretary.
Thank you, ma'am.
It's all good, Ms.